my first son. His name was Luis Rodriguez. He came back with brain malformation, kidney malformation, heart malformation, 4 of them. My name is Dinnely Penzo. I'm a student from AdventHealth University in the program of Occupational Therapy Assistant. Since it was so weird, they did not have too many knowledge in Puerto Rico about it. We went to the best physician's best hospital over there looking assistant for him. And we have to move to New York seeking for help because he was not getting what he needed over there. We were at home, normal afternoon. I was trying to start dinner, doing assignments with my other kids, and he was not feeling well that day. That prompted me to call 911, and when they arrived, they prepared him to take him to the hospital. And I went to the room with my son, and they were starting hooking him for the monitors, getting IV lines on him. And at that moment, his numbers started getting down, and until he went into a respiratory arrest that led to a cardiac arrest. He coded, they started to run everything for him, and he was not responding. At some point, I was getting anxious, and I tried to touch him. I get closer to touch his legs like I used to always do. At that moment, the nurse said, "Ma'am, what you did?" And I got scared. I pulled my hands off, and she said, "Don't stop. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it because he's not responding to meds and he's not responding to us. He's responding to you. Please continue doing what you're doing." Thanks God, he came out. It's just that when he came out, his blood pressure was not able to be stable. It was fluctuating. And I went to his ear and I talked to him and I say, "I know what is happening right now. I had the feeling that God is calling you. If this is the moment, I understand. Fight this last one. Fight this last time. But if you cannot, I understand. And don't worry, I'll be fine. He's gonna be taking care of me and he's gonna be taking care of you until we meet again." He took a deep breath and he left. He left. He went. I knew about physical therapy, speech therapy, speech for feeling assessment, but in my country at least, we were not trained about occupational therapy. I didn't know anything about it. AdventHealth has a special place in my heart. From AdventHealth, I knew the hospital, but the hospital was more than enough for me to do the trial with AdventHealth University. It is the environment that we need. They are forming you to be part of the healing ministry of Christ. It's a slogan, but it's a reality. That's what we get in those classrooms. When I saw my son for the first time holding, grasping a toy, playing with purpose with a toy, he was 18 months. Those are things that you can see at 3 months, 6 months. That was one of the happiest days of my life because he was having the hands open when he started closing his fingers and grasping. And all that came through occupational therapy. That was through his therapist. I say, I just fall in love with this. I like what I see. That was my call at that moment. Of course, he was very medically fragile. He required a lot of surgeries, recovery, hospitalizations, long-term, short-term. While he was alive, that was a mission impossible. And after he passed, I started maturing the idea, maybe this is the time. I have to do whatever I need to do to start going to school. It was many things that they did over there, showing compassion and empathy with the moment, that I saw a compassion beyond normal when I was there. That was a really bad moment. It was actually the worst moment of my life. And I never thought that I would be having good memories from that bad moment. And make the difference was the staff that were there at the moment. The compassion and the empathy that they showed to me and my kids, it was beyond normal. And when I became a student from AdventHealth University, I found out that there is a class that they teach. And I said, now I know where things are coming from.